Okay, so I'm back with the actual box and we're going to finish this one off. As you remember, we picked up the colour from the gel press, so we've got the same or very similar colour scheme going on. So I'm just going to paint the insides. We've got a cover that fits inside the box that will cover the front and the two sides when it's set inside, but what I want to do is just to make it look neat and tidy on the inside all the way around. So I've got white gesso and this is a Cadence one, so it's quite thick, so I'm going to just get that down into the bottom of there. I mean, you don't have to do this, it's just I thought it would look a little bit neater if it was all white on the inside when you opened it up. And I'm going into 2022, which I still can't believe I'm saying that. 2022, space age, when you're born in the year that I was. Oh, and anyway, I digress. This year I am going to be tidy. I'm going to try my best to be tidy. I'm not. Anyone that knows me knows I'm reasonably organised, but tidy, no. I mean, if you could see the other side of this room, one day I will actually film my room one day, show you all. I've got a fabulous view. You know, I live at the seaside and I'm very, very lucky to have my own little room to craft in. Okie dokie, so I'm just going to pop the brush into the water there, pop that lid on. I'm not bothered about being messy on the edges because we're going to make those black. And get the lid back on this gesso, holy gamoly. Right, I'm just going to give these a quick dry and we'll move that water out of the way. It's another grey, miserable day today. I wish it would just snow or rain. It's just kind of somewhere in the middle at the moment. It's just kind of drizzly and grey and cold. I'd like to be wrapped up and going out for a nice walk. You know, big scarf, gloves, coat. It just can't make its mind up. I just, you know, and it just won't go one way or the other. It's one of those days. Okay, that's a little bit tidier. So what I want to do now is just going to let that cool down ever so slightly. I'm going to use some of the stamps on the outside. So I'm trying to decide what I actually want, you know, which one I want to be using. I think I might go, maybe we'll use some from each because these are so beautiful. I love the butterflies in these, and 2022 is a new year, new beginnings, so yes, let's go with butterflies. And I've just buried everything on this end of the desk. So ink pad, that's ready, pro marker, that's ready, and if I want to I can use that with my stamps, and those are, oh gosh, still warm. Right, let's go for it. Let's just do it. So I'm going to go around the edges with the chisel end of the black pro marker. Let's just make sure you can see. Let's move her out of the way for now. I'm just going to go around these edges just to uniform everything up. And I don't know about you, but I like black and pink together. There's something about it that's quite elegant. Okay, so that's the edge on that side. I'll do the same on this edge here. Definitely needing a new black pen. I shouldn't grumble, this one's actually been an absolute workhorse for me. And now what I want to do, I want to add some definition on the sides, and I could go back over with more paint and go over where the joins are on the side, but I think I want to make it part of the design. So I'm going to go in on the edge and I'm going to do a line. I'm not bothered if it's not perfect. I'm going to do that on all the sides, and this is going to give me a frame to work with around the edge. I'm not going to do that part, I'm going to leave that as is. So we'll do the front. Yep. I might take a couple of goes of going over. Don't worry about it. Just take your time. And do we do that part there? Shall we, shall we, shall we? Yeah. There we go, we're getting there. Let's turn that around. I'm not bothered if I miss little bits, or if I catch any of the joints anywhere. Because we're going to be adding some stamping onto this in a similar way that I did to the ATCs. So we've done the front, we've done the side, we'll do the back. That's looking down at a black pen, and I've got a black craft mark underneath, and it's all kind of blending into one at the moment. Okay, we better do that bit there. We'll do the underneath. Oops. Nobody's going to see it, but and this is an alcohol marker, so this will be permanent once it's dried. And also if it gets damp or wet, it's not going to do anything. And yeah, I think that's looking quite good, and we will do the same on here. And the good thing with the alcohol marker is as well, dry pretty quickly. Just try not to stick my fingers in it. Famous last words there. Now we are going to go down here. There. I know some of this will be covered up because we need to attach our lid to the base with archi tape, which is also black, so that'll blend in quite nicely as well with everything else. Let's do this part, Oops, am I shoving my head underneath? I do apologise. Clean hair, just messy. And lastly, we're going to be doing the top. So we've got all of those done. We've not done the curvy sides, so that's those. We'll just give those a blast and make sure they're dry. I don't want to be popping my finger into that black ink now. Should be okay. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of decoration onto the box, and the box is going to be going that way around. So that will be the back. So I'm going to start on the back actually, and just going to randomly add a few butterflies and things on here. Let's pull them all out. Okay. Them all off the plastic. We're not going to use her, beautiful as she is. Oh, this is the one that won't stick. There's always one, isn't there? Always one. Okay, so I'm going to have you going off there. And I am going to put my mounts there. Perfect. I like that very much. And then I'm going to have a smaller butterfly. I'm going to have it there, so it can be going off, and then I'm going to add a couple of cogs. And then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to add some cogs on the side. Now we'll add the bigger cog. And then we'll do the other side as well. And we'll have the two smaller ones. Then, oh, let's not leave the underneath out, let's just put a couple under there. Then we will add onto the front. And should we have the dragonfly at the front? Yeah, let's go with the dragonfly. So by inking around the edge, it's just the same as if you were going to use your ink with an ink tool or a brush or something onto the front of a piece of card when you've stamped. Just another way of creating a border, really. So what shall we do? Live inspired. Yeah, we'll live inspired. And we will dare to dream. Gosh, I hope it's been where you could see it. Otherwise, I'll have seen how it was made. And I'm just going to put, let's have a butterfly on the top. Have a butterfly up there. I'll have another one just popping on. And a couple more cogs on there. So give that a quick waft with the heat tool. We've come this far, we've not done it. I'm not going to say it. Because you know it'll happen. We can always add some more, and if we want some more. Youch. Okie dokie. So you also get the inner lining for the box, which is scored. So I'm just going to use my silicone tool, and I'm just going to, oh, how dirty my fingers are, holy moly.